And then, something vast moves beside them. Slow. Achingly slow. They pluck a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips their grasp, but then floats, settling in the air. You're an enigma, little seed. Brick plants it on the sun-blessed hillside in a bed of soft earth. Who knows what will sprout? Red never told anyone. In fact, she often wondered whether it had truly happened at all. A death curse had been laid on her head as a girl. The words of some weird warlock whose wrath had been stirred. A vulture voice shrieked in Red's sleep, visiting often on nights of a shadowed moon. Many years went by. As summers piled up, Red began to feel a clutching hand at her heart. And at last she confided in someone. She chose the person she cared for most of all. Cottage is just up this way. Love, let me know if you need to rest. I don't think it's hitting me that way, yet. They traveled to the whispered home of an exile, an old mystic reputed to have studied curses and their counters. I do wonder... I don't know. Exile. Being exiled. I'm not someone who hangs in every window for a word, but that idea. What did this person do? I can't really say myself. I don't know. See, I think we ostracize people sometimes just because they see things differently. And tonight, I feel like we could use that. An uncommon perspective. What's this person called? Hannah was the name I heard. Hannah Wild. Trees? Is it the Wakefield trees again, all mumbling and moth-peppered? From the far side of the cottage, their creaky voice bleats. Is it trees or the breeze between them? Or the hare and the proud owl, muttering to mock my ears on this most markless night? Whatever you be, lostlings or doggins or even a man of bones, if you creep hankering to my cottage door, be warned, I'm no morsel for a tooth, nor a treasure for a... It's none of those things, it's just us. Which ones are us? Then the hermit's lantern light finds their faces. Oh! And a laugh spills out, a burbly, wet, warm laugh. Oh, is it two couth travelers? Oh, come inside. It's late, but my stove's going. There's pig feet pickled 9 years. Chicken I'll chap and simmer. They tell this exiled mystic about Red's curse as chicken cooks in a bluish bath. Curses, hexes, are really extensions of nature. Agents of a wild will. Like beasts, like fire. Eating, breathing, destroying. Once a curse is spun into motion, it follows the course of chaos. The trick is then to trap it, to lure it out of the life it circles, and bind it within new bounds. Sure, I know how to do this, but the cost is always steep. We're so low on alternatives, so I think we'll do what you propose. If you are set on it, then there's somewhere you must go. And you may not well enjoy it, what you find there. But you are to retrieve something. A stone. A stone that was buried in a cave well hidden. There are few objects of power in this world fit to be a home. A prison for a curse. The Dwemerald stone, green and bright. Hope that I am the only one who knows its location. They leave on a quest of curse-breaking as dawn crests the hilltops. Where Hannah inks their map, an unremarkable tunnel mouth opens. I'm not set on going through with this. Don't even know what's really down there. If we die, let's die together. Come on. Water rubbed this cave into the soft parts of the planet. There's a good, cool air. A strange, ancient smell. I wonder if you feel it. Being cursed. I wonder if it's something that the body feels. Shouldn't you be? Who knows? No, I mean, I wonder if, when it's gone, I'll realize how affected my life's been. I was thinking of someone, or of something. I meant to say. Repeat that? Oh, never mind. Keep going. Down through the dimming narrows of the cave they stoop, until Rapunzel pulls up. Half-broken wall here, made by people. There, they squeeze sidelong between decaying stonework. There's no door, meaning it wasn't meant to be opened. Maybe it belonged to dead bandits, is my guess. They sealed up their hoard and never returned. Couldn't return. Ambient light seeps in from mineral veins in the next chamber. How old is it, though? This mortar comes away like cake paste. Not just a cave, I guess. They said it was buried. I didn't think they meant buried. It reads, Everlasting rest now cradles our bright hero, Araya Anastalis, who tore our world from the talons of a hungry evil, and gave her life to free us from tyranny. So this jewel we're meant to find, it has to be interred with her bones? Let's not do this, Rapunzel. We can dig carefully. It's fine. The pair of them dig in the gray-blue soil and ash. The cave clouds up. Their foreheads steam, and they don't speak. Chop and scuff of their shovels echoes grunts and heavy breaths. Deeper and deeper, the hole widening, the soil rich-smelling, smoky and sharp. And then... Oh. No. In the earth where they dug, a green jewel, netted and strung, not like anyone's treasure, but like a tool to drape from the belt. I'm picking it up, I guess. Look inside upon that feathered light, soaring and unsteady, glancing like sun on swords, over hills forgotten, fates forgone. That's from a book? I honestly don't know. They exit the way they came in, leaving only dust and a defaced monument. But, see, yeah, the only thing is... Rapunzel? What do you figure this means? Oh, this? What does this mean, you're asking? With a soundless shout, the ghost streams forward. Spectral hero. The apparition glides through the air, wrathful and soundless, swinging a ghostly weapon that connects solidly enough. Might as well go ahead and try blinding her. See what we can do. Go ahead and interfuse with some of these around here. And Brick is here, of course, for some reason, so might as well... I guess we didn't even have to do anything, but... we won the fight well enough, but at what cost? Brick Swineson is now a Bloodhorn warrior, and can either learn Shield Shear once every other turn. As a swift action, Brick shreds 2 of a foe's armor with their weapon. Zealous Leap, every other turn. As a swift action, Brick makes a daring leap up to 3 paces away. Broad Swipes, Brick's melee attacks deal 3 damage to all other foes within range. Or we could upgrade Sentinel. Sentinel interrupts enemy movement. Interesting. I think I'd like to do Broad Swipes for now. The spirit turns to smoke, and then to nothing. Rapunzel and Red don't pause long. They embark again for the cottage of the exile. Despite favorable weather, their campfires are louder than their conversations. I look good tonight, huh? You always look good. You always did. Familiar smells. The wild fennel and blackbell tell them they've returned. The trees are birdless by day, as they were by evening. We're at the end now. It'll all be over soon. We can hope so. What if I just first tell you, though, something. Something. Mainly that I, don't want to die, but it's mainly because I don't want to go somewhere that I can't be near you. And so, yeah, now I said that. Red? No need to chat outside, friends. I was just standing back there. Neat. Found the old stone, Hannelia, where you said it would be. In a tomb is where it was. Some would say a hallowed place. No, I am so sorry. I'm sure it was just an ill-famed spot. But you retrieved it anyway? Come along, I'll fry some giblets. Yeah, well, I'm also wondering, after touching it. This stone, I don't think it's just a gemstone. It's uncomfortable in my palm. It almost seems to have feelings. You need wakeful things to keep a curse in. Ancient things from an age when the world was less still. They weren't born in the earth. They were crafted. Elden mystics and the gods of deep and glade are who made the Dwemerald, the Malashir, the Meldstone, and the Moonwheelin. Here's some history, at least. You learned this all somewhere? It's when I was young, I lusted for these stones. They were the only thing, it seemed, that could be kept from me. Kept from you? Well, no, I only mean, I'm a hermit scholar, you see. Of course I would want them, for study, but clearly they're quite rare. As the cottage air seems somewhat colder than the outside, as cold as the night they came here first. Anyway, exile has taught me the peril in penny once. I no longer wish to hold one. I wish for nothing to be held, nor any bird to be caged. All Hannelia's articles appear unmoved. Even the dust has kept its place. It's as if this hermit was simply sitting, waiting for their return. You know what I mean, Red. Your life is held in bondage by a curse you never earned. Now that I think on it, that should precede lunch. I must honor the urgency that moved you. Putting it off would be pointless, I guess. Well, love? It'd be late for me to say I had second thoughts. I'm here. I'll be here for you. I'll bring the stone out now. Indeed. Hannelia livens a crowd of candles. Holding it again, Red can't help but be unnerved by the light inside the Dwemerald. Yes, it looks just the same. Glowing lowly, pulsing with a suggestion of sound, she feels it through her bones, beating the thrum of vast wings. Hanalia tugs it from Red's half-offered hand. What we attempt today is not a dangerous thing. You may watch, Rapunzel, but don't interfere. Casting a curse is easier than removing one. The largest share of risk is mine, if that comforts you. Now I must fuse with the jewel, and with you, Red. My power is ungreat, but I believe it should suffice. Allow me to reach out to you. What exactly will you be bonding with? Ah, are you curious? I need a voluntary opening. A point of purchase, a bridge of consent. I studied this the way you would study an instrument. A long while. It's not common knowledge, the magic being spoken of. But that's, after all, why they came to the House of the Exile, Hanalia Wild. The light will change, and it does. The window stays open, but day is doused within the cottage walls. Hanalia's face goes blank. You're a hunter at heart. You see paths where others see borders. Mental geography is akin to the physical... good. I'm opening up, right? You're better at it than you think. You're doing enough. Interfusion is achieved. First drawn as inky lines between them, then color seeping in. A joining wall, filled and formed with nothing but the mulling force of their minds. Red and the hermit Hanalia are connected. Next the stone is sought and bound to them. In the cottage, to Rapunzel, there's only silence. The ghosts of light and the expressions on these faces in front of her. But to Red, there appears the nauseating specter of a thing even books forgot. Something that has been trapped inside this stone since charred times. She wants to withdraw somehow or shout, but finds even the notion brushed away, as if by Hanalia's hands. Suddenly long-seeming hands, and sharp of nail. Red, love, say something if you need me to stop it. A shadow presence exits her body. Red can feel it, leaving her heart clear. There is a smell of fresh blood. For a moment, pain contorts Hanalia's face, and wild colors swirl under their skin. But the shadow goes quickly into the jewel, takes the place of whatever once there contained. Stop, she's saying! Stop, now! Oh, yes, of course. We are finished. It all ends very suddenly. The dark, the quiet. Rapunzel leaps to catch Red before she hits the floorboards. Yeah. Hey, I've got you! I'm really myself again? And oh, my prison. They let the jewel tumble, crushes it with one happy stomp. Shatters like a worm-pecker's precious little egg. Red regains her feet. You're not... You're a... But what happened? The house explodes. Hanalia stands tall as the wreckage rains. Ah, delicious morons, flagrant fools! Remember this moment. Savor it! Hanalia, what did you just do? Oh, how the growly woman growls! The tragic and tart-eyed and trickable thing! It's wonderful news. You need no more call me Hanalia Wild. I will never need to wear so coarse a name again. Call me Volta, for I am they. I am the Vulture Lord themselves. My powers come home at last. Oh, but you were so easily fooled. I might even believe you had desired this. Does the spirit of my servant reside in you? No, for I would have certainly felt it, I'd say, when you were young. Yours is the voice. But how pleasing that you finally understand. How many times on a night of no moon had Red woken up with a murmur in her ear? The whispering of an absent person's lips. The whisper would rise in pitch as it went away, receding as if on wings. Yours is the voice I've heard all my life. Yes, I am your curse giver. And how special you are to me, child. Absurd little rabbit who's fulfilled all my dreams. Love? If you think your talents can tickle me, think again. But you've worked hard on my behalf. I'd rather reward you than rip your veins up, so in that spirit. They struggle towards Volta, faltering on house rubble. But like a feather in the smoke, the being vanishes. In a barren taproom later, along the road home. At least the curse seems gone? It does. Seems like it would be gone. I'm sure we'll find a way to undo whatever we did. Time and its mountains tend to pull meeting paths apart, down distances that nevermore may cross. Rapunzel and Red won't lay eyes on that vulture-voiced character again. Not in this story.